Hi, this is Cam Logan from lessonsfromivy.com, and I wanted to take a minute and give you some tips for dealing with cystic acne. I managed somehow to make it through all my teenage years with this absolutely beautiful complexion with very few zits at all. But then something happened in my sophomore year in college, and I developed the worst cystic acne imaginable. Well, probably not imaginable, but it was pretty bad. And my chin would just absolutely swell up, and it'd be the size of a golf ball just from all of these cystic pimples that were down there. And it's painful, and it really kind of stinks to have, but I wanted to tell you what I was able to do to help it get under control. And the first thing was I prayed about it like crazy. My cystic acne was awful during my junior and sophomore year of college, but in my senior year in college, I took the matter to God because I was getting married after my senior year, and I did not want to have a chin that was huge and swollen on my wedding day. So started praying about it and found some things that really worked, and the first of which was Proactive. It really helped get my skin under control, and after I did a treatment with Proactive, I completely switched makeup at that time to Bare Minerals, and that was the only makeup that would work for my skin. I tried so many different types, and Bare Minerals was the only one that didn't make my cystic acne flare up. So now it's under control, and as long as I only use Bare Minerals makeup, and I follow a little bit of a regimen for myself, which includes benzoyl peroxide. I have 10% Persagel, Johnson & Johnson, that I use every single day. And if I do that, things are generally pretty good. But sometimes, when it starts to flare up still, I will use a little sulfur mask on it. As soon as I start feeling that little pimples start underneath my skin, I'll put sulfur mask on it, or white toothpaste is the other thing that just keeps it under control. And occasionally it will start flaring up, and like right now I feel a little one right there. That's why it's making me think of it. And the best thing you can do is when you feel that cystic pimple start just from the beginning, and if you have cystic acne, you know it's fluid in there. It's not, like the yellow pus or anything that you should squeeze out. I use ice, and it helps minimize the swelling. It helps minimize the fluid in there. And I also will try and get white toothpaste on it right away. I don't care what time of day it is. If I start feeling a little pimple developing, I will stick toothpaste on there right then, or I will stick that sulfur mask on there right then, so it doesn't get any worse. And then if I start feeling that pimple come up, I just stop wearing makeup. At least the foundation, lipstick doesn't bother it. But when I do that, it generally keeps it at bay, and I haven't really had a ton of really bad breakouts. Pregnancy has been a little bit, I've had a couple during pregnancy, but most of the time, if I just keep doing that Persagel, the benzoyl peroxide, if I wash with dial soap and I use ice if I start feeling it come on, it keeps it under control. But I will give God the glory, because I had 2 years where nothing I tried worked. And then, He really helped kind of guide me to whatever I needed to do for my skin, and those are the tricks that have worked for me. So I hope they work for you. Apple cider vinegar, too, is another good thing you can use. It's an astringent, and if it really gets bad, see your dermatologist. But these home remedies are a little bit cheaper, so you might want to try them first. And I hope this helps you, because I was desperate looking for solutions when it was at its worst. So if you are there with a really bad acne breakout, I feel your pain. And I hope one of these tricks will work for you. Have a great day, and be sure to visit me at lessonsfromivy.com.